It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, Unitedly Random, and today we have a pick a card reading, okay? If you are new to my pick a card readings, now you know we started all off by taking a couple of breaths, okay? So we're gonna breathe in for 5 seconds, hold for 3, breathe out for 6 or 7. And I want you to do that 3 times, okay? You're breathing in, hold, breathe out, breathe in, hold, breathe out, breathe in, hold, breathe out. Okay, we have 3 piles for you to choose from. We have pile number 1 with this stone right here. Let's see. With this stone right here. I don't know what it's called. And this doorway. We have pile number 2 with this stone right here. In this doorway. And then we have pile number 3 with this stone right here. In this doorway. Okay, if you want to skip ahead to your stone, the links will be down below, and I will see you at your stone. Hello, group number 1. I'm just going to put out your cards right now, and then I'll go ahead and start reading. So with our door, we have a Stranger's Grace. With our, and I don't know what card this is, I have found that the one that my soul loves. With the Witch's World Oracle, we have Earth. So this is physical energy. With the Rider-Waite Tarot, we have the 4 of Cups. With the, I don't know what deck this is, but V from V Love and Crystals gave me this deck. We have Skeleton Power. And with the Sekoli Oracle deck, we have the 12th card, okay? So let these seep in a little bit. Skeleton Power, the 4th card. And for this card, while we're on it, I want to go ahead and pull a clarifier for the 4 of Cups. A clarifier for the 4 of Cups. From the Autumn's Delights Tarot deck. No, Autumn's Delight Oracle cards. From, oh gosh, baby. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That is way too many cards. Give me a moment, you guys. That is way too many. I need 1 card. Let's try that again. So it's chaotic energy. Whenever the cards do that, there's some chaotic energy going on a little bit in your life. Here you go. Patience. So there's a little bit of a chaotic energy going on in your life. But what are we thankful for this month? So a Stranger's Grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. So, you're in a position where things are changing. Things are changing. Things are changing physically. Things are changing within you. You're confronting some of your demons. And you're beginning to see that you were focused on the wrong things. Like you were so focused on other things that you didn't notice the blessings that were given to you. You're opening up to those blessings. You're becoming more aware of those blessings. And that awareness is putting you in a position where you are receiving more of that pinnacle energy, that earthy, physical coins. You're getting some coins. If I do say so myself, you're in a position where you're receiving a lot more physical changes. What should you be thankful for? You're going to be in a position where you are a little defensive with people, but that's not going to stop people from reaching out and being kind, being sweet to you. So that's something to be thankful for. People can understand that you're going through something, and they don't take offense to your abrasive demeanor, because you'll say something or do something, and then later on you'll think like, dang, I really didn't mean to say that, or I really didn't mean to treat them in that way. So I'm seeing that, no hard feelings here. They're gonna understand. You're just stressed. I have found the one that my soul loves. Now this could be speaking in two different directions. Right now, since I wasn't pulling these cards with any type of romance in mind, I think you're getting to the position where you love yourself more. I'm feeling like you're getting to the position where you're doing some things and making some changes within yourself that puts you in a position where you love yourself more, possibly physically. That puts me in the mind of maybe you're leaving a job that's not treating you right, or maybe you are making dietary changes. And these dietary changes are putting you in a position where you're like, okay, this is another change within me. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling like I love myself. You're confronting demons. There might have been some childhood traumas associated to why you put on the weight in the first place. I understand, like, we don't have to get into it, but I understand where and how it can be like that. I myself have been in that position. But these childhood traumas that put you in a position where you may have gained weight, or you put you in a position where you continue to treat yourself without kindness, that's a cycle that I see ending. You're beginning to see what you have instead of focusing on what you don't have. Or you're beginning to focus on not what you want, but what you are being given. And that puts you in a place where you are a lot kinder to yourself. I definitely see that. And you being kinder to yourself, like the people around you, maybe like I keep going the diet route, but maybe you're going on a diet and you've already snapped at someone, you haven't eaten, your blood sugar's low. That person understands. They're just like, you know what, that person's just having a bad day. They're not a bad person. We do have the patience card. So be thankful of these changes, but also be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. As cliche as that sounds, things aren't going to change in one day, but things are changing. We see the newfound change right here with skeleton power. It's saying, let others know. Let others know with strength and kindness, okay? So the magic message that you should take with you is yellow and gold represents the solar plexus chakra of personal power. You are in a place where you are personally thriving. You are in a place where you're personally calling the trumpet and pulling yourself from a certain situation, a certain mindset. You are in that place. Be thankful because you put yourself in that place. You gave yourself the power to exist in that place, in that spectrum of love, hope, and growth. You put yourself there. So look at yourself in the mirror, baby, and be very thankful and say thank you to yourself every day because you did this. You're the queen, and I will see you in my next pick a card reading. If you guys have any questions that you want me to explore in pick a card reading, go ahead and leave that question down below. Let me know if this resonated with you any. And if you are on a new diet, let me know. I'm getting ready to start a diet. I want to lose weight. I've been looking at my weight a lot, looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, okay, suck in the tummy a little bit. So I'm in that position myself. If you want like kind of like a workout partner or someone to just talk to, I think I need that guidance along myself in this like kind of diet journey. I'm there for you, okay? And I will see you next time. Bye. What's up, Jones Bones? You are group number 2, and let me tell you, this has been a long time coming, okay? Everything I did, group number 2 did not want to get recorded. It was amazing. I was like, group number 2, come on, we can make it through. And the video got cut off multiple times, so we really only ended up with like 2 minutes worth of video. Now, those 2 minutes worth of videos was talking about more so a love relationship, and things are going on in that sense. If you guys want to stick around for that, I'm going to go ahead and attach that group number 2 original video on to the end of this video, like on to the end of this pick a card, right? But instead I did a reshuffle. So this was the original card for you guys. This was the original card for you guys, but because I switched everything around, I have a new doorway card for you guys. So hopefully that does not bother you. If it does, I'm still going to leave in what I have of this, you know, reading, but I'm going to focus mostly on this reading from this point on, okay? So let's go ahead and start for group number 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and set everything out. We have a lot of cards to kind of get through. I want to go right by this card. I'm going to read this card out. It says, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without it. Okay, peace comes from within. Do not seek peace without peace. And then we have the cauldron, which is sustainability, sustaining some type of energy, maybe sustaining peace. Maybe you've been in a position where you've been very stressed out about things that are happening. Well, if you're looking for peace, we have to create peace within ourselves. Then we have the 5 of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. We go on with the Witch's Star card, and then for our last card we have the 5th Oracle card from the Sekali Oracle deck card. So I'm definitely getting some energy with this. Let me go ahead and turn around this card. It says Jude's Song, a reminder, if you will, for even the most hopeless of lost cases, you can find peace within the strangest of places. So you're in a position where you're searching for peace. That's something that has been picked up on. You know, we're saying peace comes within peace, sustainability of the peace. We have the 5th card right here, which is representative of a gingerbread man, you know, being eaten by 2 little girls. And usually when I read this card, I think of the person as the gingerbread man. I think of the person as the person that is getting eaten. And this reversibility is more so like standing up for yourself. And we're talking about peace. This represents peace within yourself, not letting people walk all over you. Because if you were to let people walk all over you, you do not have peace within yourself. You do not put yourself at a higher pedestal. You know, you might have peace with people bullying you in a way, but that's not true peace. That's you know, not saying anything because you don't want to rock the boat. So you're gonna have to rock the boat to find your peace. And I see that this peace is sustainable as long as you're willing to work for it. We go on with these 2 tarot deck, oh my goodness, I'm messing everything up, you guys. But we go on to these 2 tarot cards, you know, the 5 of Wands. And I'm gonna clarify from the Autumn's Delight deck. If you guys would like the Autumn's Delight deck, there will be a link down below along with the timestamps. Go ahead and check it out. V Love and Crystals is the one that created this deck. So the Five of Swords in reverse. Give me some clarification on that Five of Swords in reverse. I feel like we're walking away from a situation that did not serve us, okay? We have curiosity. So I feel like your curiosity put you in a situation in which you had to fight for something that you didn't necessarily believe in. You didn't necessarily, you know, hold really deeply in your heart, but you were put in that situation, and now it's everybody against everybody. It's not a very healthy situation. It's fighting. It's stressful. I feel like you're under a lot of stress right now. When we talk about Wands energy, we're talking about energy, your existence. So the fiery energy. Wands are fire. Our fiery cards. So you're fired up. You're stressed out, but it's not external, it's internal right now. And how did you get to that point where you were fired up, stressed out? Maybe you were doing some shadow work. You were curious about your former selves, and it put you in a position where you learned some things that you weren't necessarily in the mindset to learn in those positions. So you're looking for peace on these outside situations. You're looking for these different answers from these outside people, but saying, you know, look within right now. What should we be thankful for? That's the main thing. You should be thankful that you've gotten to the point where you can find peace. You had to go through that hard moment with that Five of Wands. You had to go through that hard moment within yourself to actually get to a place where you can find peace. You had to go through that moment of King of Cups reversed, you know, upright. I'd say this is the king. This is the stable energy of creativity. You were feeling very unmotivated, maybe even going through a little bit of, I don't want to put too much power in that word of depression, but a little bit of, you know, you were a little tired. You were a little tired of everything. You had to go into your little box, and while you were in your little box, people were kind of walking over to you. You're coming to a place where you're finna sustain this peace because you're pulling yourself out kind of like by the bootstraps. You're not letting people walk all over you. I feel like one of the reasons why you were in that point where you were tired and not really feeling creative is because maybe you were in a situation where you gave away a lot of creativity, like you gave away a lot of your ideas to people, and they just kept using you and using you and using you, and you felt very used. You felt very mistreated in that situation, but now you're moving out of that situation. Let me clarify the King of Cups. Give me a card to clarify the King of Cups, would you? And we got vibrancy. Okay, so the lack of vibrancy is what I'm picking up. The lack of being able to see things in a different way. The lack of that energy by the King of Cups. Cups usually represents our emotions, our feelings, and it is in reverse. So there is a lack, but we do see there's a lack of vibrancy, a lack of peace, and we're getting to the point where you're going to start sustaining actually this vibrancy. You're going to start sustaining this peace because you're curious. You want to know what that feels like. We go along to the Witch's Star, a gateway to wisdom and divine ancient knowledge via psychic eye in the 5-star pentacle. So this does again put me in a position where I think, okay, you did some soul searching and you found out some information you wasn't quite ready to hear. But then again, if you found this information out, the universe was ready for you to hear it, you know? So there's a little bit of a balance, you know? I think you're exactly where you were supposed to be. It hurt. It did hurt, but you're moving past that. So be very thankful that you are moving past that. You're reaching a place in which you can find more sustainability and peace. You're in a place where you actually got that hard stuff over for a little while. I'm not saying that the hard times are completely gone, because it's 2020 and anything can happen in 2020. But I'm saying that things are definitely changing for the better. we continue on, and the magic message from this card says, sacred knowledge is calling you to uncover your past soul life. Like a beacon, it will shine bright. So there's a little bit more soul searching that you need to do to continue on this path. You know, maybe you started the soul searching and it started hurting. You started tough times started to happen around in your real life, and it felt like, oh my goodness, I need to stop my spiritual journey because I need to deal with all of these other things that are happening. What it's saying is the things that were happening that made you pause from your spiritual journey were happening for a reason, and now that things are calming down, start back on your spiritual journey. It's a continuance, and through that you're going to find peace. You can't find that peace anywhere else but within yourself. That is what I'm seeing from this pull, these cards right here. I'm going to go ahead and put in what I originally was reading last time. If you're interested in that, I tried to look at it from different points of views. It was mostly kind of like a love relationship type of reading. And it's not complete. I did not complete it, but I'm just going to leave it in there so you guys can go ahead and see what I was seeing and be able to speak to me and talk with me about what you possibly think about that. Let me know if it resonates in any way. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I can go ahead and answer them for you, or at least try to explore the answers with you. Sometimes it just helps just to have somebody else to look at your situation, even if I don't have all the answers for you, which I definitely don't have all the answers for you, because the answers are going to come from within. I'm just speaking to you to just have you calm down and help guide you in any type of way. But you got this. You definitely have this. Things are turning for the better. Things to be thankful for the month of November. Things are changing. Change is always something to be thankful for. Even though we are afraid of change, change is always something to be thankful for. Thank you for being with me another time. Have a nice Thanksgiving. Next week I'm going to be doing actually a love reading. So if you stick around for next week, you'll definitely get a more in-depth love reading. Okay, bye. So we got the card that says fall in love when you're ready, not when you are lonely. Okay. Then with the Witch's World Oracle, we have the success card. Okay, so I see some good things happening this month. We continue that on with the Lovers card. Okay, possibly a new relationship is coming, or a new commitment that you're making. Then we have the Moonlight Witch card. She talks about divine priest power. Excuse me, I'm stumbling over my words. And then we continue on with the 24th card from the Secondly Oracle deck. Okay, so I'm moving her over and I'm going to pull out the Autumn Delights deck. V Love and Crystals created this deck. If you guys want this deck, the link will be down below. And I'm going to ask her to send me out a card or two, not the whole deck, because she has been acting up today. So we got two cards, Gratitude, and we have Purity. Okay, and I'm sorry about the light, you guys. I didn't really think about the light before I started recording, so I'll pick up the cards and show them to you as I speak about them. I first want to know what your door said, because you either pulled this deck because of what your door says. Give me a second. What your door says, or the stone. So your door says the Sacred Lotus. The Sacred Lotus. Compassion and action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Compassion. Things are happening. Things are happening. We have to fall in love when you are ready. Not when you are lonely. I see that there's some things happening in your relationship right now. I see there might be a position in which you're questioning, why are you in this relation? You're questioning this person. You're questioning if you should be with this person. Only you can really answer that question. But that's something that I'm picking up. I do see success in whatever decision you make with this pyrite stone right here. Hello, group number 3. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn all of these cards around, and then we'll start talking a little bit more. Okay, so we have the adventure awaits, go find it. Okay, we have the, I believe, 9 of Wands in reverse. We have the citrine happiness stone, and then we have the Wolf Moon Howl card, along with the 30th card of the Sekali Oracle deck in reverse. Okay, let me see. Can you see that? It's in reverse. So, what does this all mean? What am I picking up from this? Okay, let me go ahead and I'm gonna shuffle to clarify the Rider-Waite card with the Autumn's Delight Oracle deck from V Love and Crystals. If you would like this card, the link is down below. I don't know if you guys have already seen it, but a couple of days ago I did an interview with this card. They're fun, they're cute, they're cheeky. And I also did another kind of new thing where I did a guided meditation, and these were the cards that flashed across the screen. So maybe if you actually get the same card as that guided meditation where you paused and you had a card, that's definitely something that you should be taking with you for the rest of the month. So let's look at it. Overall views, you're in a position where you are going through changes, and this was something that I talked a little bit about in group number 2. Changes aren't bad. They are always good, even though we as humans tend to dislike changes, but they're always good. Oh, we have the passages card. So it says spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. I definitely feel like, just looking at that, you're going through a spiritual transformation. You are going through an evaluation of life. You're going through an evaluation of spirit. You're letting go what does not serve you. That's a lot to be thankful for. Let me just throw that out there. You're letting go of what does not serve you. You might even have a trip in mind for the month of November. Be thankful that you can go on a trip. Money feels a little right. Like, not a little right. Money is okay for you, especially if you're going on an adventure. And also, we're talking spirituality. You're going on an adventure with your spirituality. You may be in a point in which you might ascend to another level. That's what I'm picking up on. We definitely have the citrine card, the happiness card right here. Either way it goes, you have a lot to be happy about this month. You have a lot that's going to make you smile this month. So let me look at the 9 of Wands card. Can you give me a card or 2 to clarify? I'm talking to the deck. Can you, ooh, now that's 4 cards. I did not ask for 4 cards, but I'll take them. So we got ritual, anticipation, creativity, and appearance. Appearance. Things aren't always what they seem. Appearance. You're going to notice some new things right now. So you're doing more rituals, ritualistic things, kind of like, are you scripting lately? Are you trying to manifest something? And how are you trying to manifest something? Because I feel like when we talk about, let me get this right, because I feel like my mouth is getting a little too excited. When we're talking about manifesting things, like, do you have a certain ritual into which you ask for it? Are you the type to, in the morning, get down on your knees and pray, right? You're manifesting whatever you're praying for. I see something's going to happen along those lines. Maybe what you're manifesting for, you're going to begin to see it happening. Creativity. Maybe you're manifesting something with creativity or appearance. Maybe you want to look a certain way. Maybe you're on the process or during the process of a diet, which I think I talked about this in either group 1 or group 2. So if you had a pull for both of those groups, or you had a pull for one of those groups, maybe go ahead and check it out. But I feel like you're on the beginning of that change starting to happen. You're very kind of, you're anticipating this change. You're anticipating some type of change. You're anticipating this happiness. Things are changing and you're ready for it. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. You know, 9 of Wands usually represents, you know, this tired energy, worried, not really sure what's going to happen. We have the anticipation right here. I think it's more so within yourself. You're not necessarily worried. I think you're aware and you're determined. That is something I'm picking up from. You're having a burst of energy right now. Wolf Moon Howl talks about courage. I see that you have a lot of courage this month, a lot of happiness. You're going forth for what you want. With this card, the 30th card in reverse, I'm looking more so at the girl with her sword raised. She's not gonna let anyone sneak up on her. She's not gonna let anything come back and try to win over her. She's not gonna turn her back on the person that is going after her. I can't explain it. Like, am I explaining it right? Look at the card, you guys. So she's ready. She's ready. She's off with your head. That's the energy that I have. You're not letting anything come and screw with your mood. You're not letting anything come and screw with your energy right now. So that takes a lot of courage, but that takes a lot of power. So you're very powerful. If we're talking about things to be thankful for, be thankful that you're very powerful. Some people have a hard time reaching that balance, and also with these adventures happening and this passage is happening, we're talking about change. You're courageous. You're ready for the change. Honestly, you've been manifesting the change, and the change is happening. The adventure is happening, and the happiness is coming with that. So the Wolf Moon Howl card says, wolf guide you to walk in courage, begin a new road, make a promise to yourself under the full moon. And I feel like you've already have started to make this promise with yourself. And it's funny because the full moon, you know, she just ended, but or you know, she's in the midst of ending right now. But you're making a promise to yourself under the full moon, and that promise, that ritual that you're taking, is going to put you in a position in which you are on the line, or further down the line, or even right now, you're feeling a lot of happiness because of that. Your magic message is timing is perfect at this moon phase. A call is made out to divine, or a phone call is made and received. So we're talking about, I feel like I was just talking about ritual. You know, we're sitting down and we're praying. That is a call out to divine, and they hear it and they're ready to give you what you're asking for. Spiritual signs you're going to start seeing some spiritual signs. Keep your eyes open. If you see any repeating numbers, any when you're dreaming, you're hearing something, or you'll see an animal in your dream, I think the angel guides are really speaking to you in this period of time. I think that I really don't have too much more to say right now. I feel like anything else I would say in this moment wouldn't even equate to what's happening within you. It's a spiritual change, and you can feel it, and maybe you can't even explain it, but things are changing, and there's a lot of happiness and joy to be found in this change. That is what I'm picking up. So be very thankful that things are changing. Don't try to push against the tides of change, because the tides of change are going to bring you what you want. It's just not going to bring you what you want in the way that you may think it's going to bring you what you want. Keep hope alive. Right now is a very tough, stressful time for anyone with the elections and how they're going. I'm not going to get political too much right now, because I feel like I'm not even informed enough to really get political right now. But times are hard, and we're speaking on this, and we're saying, you know what? things are stressful. That's probably where the anticipation is coming from. We're anticipating what's going to be happening on to the future. But I see happiness. So, you know, maybe whatever you're wishing for is going to come true in some type of way. Not in the way that you expect it to come true, but it's going to come true in some type of way. Much love and positivity. If you have a question that you would like me to explore, go ahead and leave it down below and I will try to answer that question for you. Thank you for being with me today in another pick a card reading. Much love. With the Autumn's Delight deck, the link is down below if you would like to get your hands on a deck like this. I etched it in red, so it won't come in red, but you can always etch your cards. And I will see you next week with another pick a card reading about your love life. Okay? Bye!